to another edition of 10-Minute Tech. My name is Ron Winkler. I am the Classroom Technology Integration Specialist serving Silver Lake, Lincoln, and Price Elementary Schools. Today's edition is going to focus on an introduction to Google Sheets. In order to get to Google Sheets, you'll log into your Google account. You go to New, and you select Google Sheets. Google Sheets is a spreadsheet that can do simple math and complicated math. Today we're going to do some simple math. We are going to do some addition. But the first thing that I want to do when I open my spreadsheet is give it a title. So for today's title, I'm just going to call this Sample. And I'm going to push Enter. And as you can see, our spreadsheet is a grid. There are a number of rectangular boxes down here. These are actually called the cells. And the spreadsheet is organized in columns. Column A, B, and C going across here. We have rows going across. Row 1, row 2, row 3, and so on. If we were to click on cell B5 and type the number 100 and then push enter, and then click on cell B6 and push 200, then push enter, and we'll click on cell B7 and then type 300 and push enter. Our simple formula today is going to be an addition formula. And in order to do a formula, I must start with an equal sign. So I will type equals, and then I will type the cell that 100 currently rests in. So in this case, we are looking at B5. So I will type B5, and then I will hit a plus sign. Notice there is a box. In this case, it is orange rectangular shape. And this is telling me that I am currently doing some addition using this number. These boxes are very helpful, and it'll go through all the colors of the rainbow depending on how big your formula is. But it'll let you know exactly if you typed in the correct cell, or in some cases, if you accidentally miskeyed in the wrong cell, you'll see an inadvertent box of various colors pop over someplace else, and you'll know right away that you have to go back and correct that. But in this case, I'm going to continue on with my formula, so I'm looking for B6. So I'll type B6, and then plus, and then I want to type B7. When I push the Enter key, it should total, and it did. And my formula is still here. It is up here in the formula bar. In the event that I made a mistake, I can go up here and I can correct whatever I need to. The columns on a spreadsheet can be resized. So if I want to grab the little line between the B and the C, for example, I can do that. The entire column has been highlighted. I know this because there's a blue outline going all the way up and down. So whenever I resize columns, sometimes it does highlight itself. And that's okay. Rows, I can also resize those if I want to grab a little line between the 5 and the 6 in this case. Or I can grab and highlight a number of rows, and I just resize one of those rows, and the computer will automatically just resize that particular area. I can also do some features that make my numbers stand out a little bit. For example, I can increase the size. I can make them bold. I can go over here and use the center align tool, and I can center them. And because this is my answer, if I really wanted to make it stand out, I could use the fill color tool. I can even use a feature after I've highlighted some cells that will add borders. This is the borders tool at the very top. I can add a border around just those particular cells that I've been working with. There's an undo button, so I can undo that last command if I don't like it. And there's a redo button also. If, for example, I wanted to make the entire spreadsheet bold, there's a little empty gray box that's over here. I can click it, and now I can change the format of a lot of different things. If I want to make everything size 12 when I type it, perfect. If I want to make everything a certain color, the text, I can do that now. if I want to make sure everything's centered, I can do that now, as long as I have the entire spreadsheet highlighted. But be careful, because sometimes you don't want everything to be bold, and you don't want everything a particular color. Most of the times when I'm using a spreadsheet, I just highlight a particular number of cells, and I format those how I need them. That's enough information to get you started on a basic spreadsheet using Google Sheets. If you have any questions or need some assistance, please let me know. Thanks for watching.